What is going on, guys? Hold on. Okay. Go live. Okay, remove that one. All right, here we go, man. What's going on, guys? No intro today, man. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but nonetheless, today we're going to be talking about why are so many breeders leaving. Next to me, I got none other than Gaines Bullies, combination of Mike Green and Donald Gaines. And if I didn't sit them like that, you couldn't tell them apart, man. So and Mike Green over here is trying to copy my color shirt, man.
Hey, OD Green, man.
Hey, Mike, I can barely hear you, man.
Oh, you can barely hear me?
Yeah, raise your mic up a little bit if you can. In here, we got Shade Tree. I'll push you back. Just go ahead and do that. I'll bring you right up. We got Miss Shade Tree in the house. We got Adam Fields. We got Jaime Torres because they're breeding cane corsos. That's a possibility, man. That's definitely a possibility. We got Furman Broom. Let's go, boys. We got Queen's New Blood. All right, in the house. Eduardo Morales Lopez. What's up, fam? Reporting from Aguascalientes, Mexico. Hot waters. Michael Higgins said, what's up, Raul? What's up, Bully fam? I'm ready to learn as always, man. Hey, it's not just learning, man. This is going to be very interactive today because I've been getting hit up by a lot of breeders, man, telling me they're having to hang it up. And, yeah, I want to discuss a couple of things because I think it's important. I think a lot of people are taking breeding not too serious, man. Drippy 6'5", let me bring back Gaines. Drippy 6'5", what's going on, Drippy? Number love, man. We got Adam Fields. Hit that like button. It's a Rata. Good evening, everybody. We got Freddie Stravia in the house. We got Adam Fields again. We got 10 comments and 4 likes.
4 likes.
Hey, Adam, keep it up, man. Pinnacle says, good evening from North Carolina Gaines Bullies. Nice pup pickup chumper. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about the new additions, man. Cody Boom. Good evening. Storm cleanup will go okay. It has, man. A bit of a pain in the butt just because of the amount. But it has, and since all the debris and whatnot was super wet, we couldn't light it on fire just yet. So I got to give it about another week. But we will here in a minute, man. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Sorry. There you go. All right, Georgetown Bullies. What up, Raul? What's going on, Georgetown? We got Kyle Holland letting you know, man, if you need a consult, make sure to follow that link right there. Hit me up, and we'll make it happen for you. For you mentorship level members, you get a free consult every single month with me. That's 20 minutes one-on-one on FaceTime. And if you're not a member, now's a good time to do it for only $5 a month, fam. We got Samuel Coons here from East County, Monkey County, that is. All right. Soldier Squad, Killer Kennel Bullies. What's good, Fran? Pray all is well, man. Number love. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for chiming in. We got Coach Karen. Hey, Bully fam. All right. Glad you're safe. LB the Breeder, my favorite live of the week, man. Number love, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. And let's just jump in on subject here, and we're going to be answering questions as we're going on. You guys know we prioritize membership questions. Kahiki Sakata, what up, Raul? What's up, Kahiki? Shaka to you, man. Number love. Mike Higgins said, just want to say what's up to Mike and Donald, too. Can't wait to see y'all this weekend. That's right. This weekend, we gonna go fishing. And Mike over here says he wants to jump in with the Sharks, man. So we should have some good videos. We should have some good videos next week. Furman, where them puppies come from? Hold on, we got Kyle waving me down. What you got, Kyle?
You know it's bad. I just watched The Perfect Storm. Me and my wife.
I can barely hear you, man. For some reason, you're low.
He sounds loud over here.
Yeah. Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's gotta be me, guys. Then it's gotta be my end. No worries.
I was saying, me and my wife just watched The Perfect Storm, that movie in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm like, woo. Hopefully we ain't out there when weather comes. We could be doing bad.
Yeah.
I don't want no hurricane coming.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Y'all drop me off at the dock, man. I
That's
sit
it.
there and eat some shrimp. Yeah. Wait for y'all to get back.
That's it.
Well, I'm gonna be having a hard time today because I could barely hear you guys for some reason, man. But nonetheless, if you see me talking because I can't hear you, just I guess raise your hand. But let's jump on topic, Mike. Donald, why do you think so many breeders are all of a sudden jumping off the breeding train? What do you think is happening?
Man, it could be, to me, it just varies, man. I'm watching breeding. A lot of people breed the trends, and them trend, by the time you jump on the trend, man, it's already passed by, you know. So you're a little late to the table. If you don't have an eye out looking for that next up and coming stud, or you know what I mean, and a line of what you're doing, I think people tend to jump on trends, man, and they go pretty quick. By the time you jump on it, you've been bred about 20 times already.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I also feel like what's happening is people are jumping in to breeding out of impulse. And then that's when you hear people saying, "Oh, market saturation, this and that." There could be some market saturation, and there's a correction when you have the economy do what it's doing now with inflation and all these other things. Now, all of a sudden, you know, if you were feeding kibble and you were feeding that cheap kibble at $35 a bag, all of a sudden it popped up to 50. All of a sudden, but your salary ain't going up. So all of a sudden you're starting to feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to say a couple of things today, man, that I know several people are going to get their feelings hurt. Suck it up and drive on. That's what we say in the military, right, Mike? Right on.
Suck it up, drive on.
Yeah, suck it up and drive on, man. So look, I'm going to tell you guys right now, we got too many people that have jumped into breeding with $3,000 or $3,500 on hand. Now, listen, guys, $3,500 is a lot of money. I'm not trying to minimize what it is, especially when you have to work hard to earn that. I'm not trying to minimize that. What I'm trying to tell you is there's people out here, you know, spending, you know, 2 and 3 times as much. And so if you're out here trying to compete, you know, if there's a fishing contest and you buy a $3,000 rowboat and I'm out here with a $20,000 skiff, it's just a matter of mathematics. I could hit the fishing spots a lot faster, and you know you're gonna be huffing and puffing, you know, depending on the weather at that time. And that's what's happening right now with the economy. You know, I've had a couple of people hit me up saying, "Bro, honestly, I got to get rid of, you know, at least a third of my dogs or half of my dogs." And I'm like, "Why?" It's like, dude, I just can't afford the feeding at this point. Prices of kibble have gone up, you know, anywhere between 20 and 25%. You know, and so people are starting to struggle. You know, I spoke to people in the past whenever I've done my raw diet videos where I used to buy 10-pound chicken quarters at $4.72. Right now it's at $6.72. Now, it ain't the end of the world, man. It's just $2. But when you do the math and you multiply by 365 and you got all these dogs and this, that, and the third, now all of a sudden your prices have to go up, you know, that 20% in order for you to cover. So I feel that that's got a lot to do with it. Insaratha's saying, couple of well-known breeders in my state getting out, and they're show breeders, not trend breeders. Yeah. The thing is this, guys, and it's also happening. I mean, I ain't throwing rocks at nobody. If you want to do a podcast, man, more power to you. But all of a sudden, everybody wants to do a podcast. All of a sudden, you know, everybody wants to have a YouTube channel. And then when you look at the videos that the great majority are dropping on there, it's puppy for sale, puppy for sale. And it's like,
Right.
dude, you just, first of all, you showing the world you hungry. And the minute you show the world you hungry, it's game over. It's just not going to happen for you. You
That's
know,
That's another reason what Donald always say, man, like, you get in the if you come in breeding for money, man, and don't enjoy the dang dogs, man, it's gonna be tough, man. You got to be able to enjoy the dogs first.
Yeah, and bro, the economy is one of those things that is just constantly oscillating. You know, I'm not going to get into presidents or none of that right now, but you know, you could have a good cycle, and you know that sooner or later it's going to tighten up, and then it's going to get better, and then you know. So if you come in here with $3,000 on hand to buy a dog, first and foremost, you're going to have a hard time. I'm not saying you can't, but you're going to have a hard time getting a top bully. Bottom line, it's just, it is what it is. And then in addition to that, if you're over here counting nickels and pennies in order to be able to make everything meet, all it takes is right now we're what at one point we hit 15% inflation. There goes your money, bro. Yeah. There goes your money, because not only is the price of the good going up, you're also the price that's getting taxed on that good is going up as well. So you know, it's a double whammy. You know, and then on top of that, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, jump in here and compete, you know, with bigger fish. You know, it just is what it is. I'm not saying you ain't got to start somewhere. Don't get me wrong. We all do. But this is not something too many people got comfortable thinking that you could just get into breeding with $3,000 and you're in. And now all of a sudden, yeah, man, that dog is eating up a storm, is pooping up a storm. The vet bills, she got pyometria. Now she can't have litters. And I've invested. Well, you know, I've sat here for forever and a day telling you breeding is an investment. And the reason I call it an investment, guys, is because you also have some breeders out here that are going to say they don't breed for money, blah, 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 and wag the finger. And then if you don't breed for money, then can I have that pup you got right there? Oh, no, he's $5,000. You know, and they're just full of it. They're, you know how it goes in this community, bro. Everybody wants to make themselves out to be Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. And then at the end of the day, you know, they're like everybody else. But anyways, we're in America. This is a capitalistic society. I don't care what you're doing. In order for your program to be effective, you got to be able to know how to manage your business. Bottom line. And if you got into this thinking that dude just sold me a $3,000 puppy and he had 11 pups, he sold 10 for $3,000, he just made 30 grand. Your vision is not broad enough. Okay. Right. It's not broad enough. You got tunnel vision. All you're seeing is the tip of the iceberg. You're not seeing the medical bills. You're not seeing that he had to pay the stud fee and that the bitch didn't take the first time and that he had to do it a second time. You're not seeing the marketing, the pictures that you're having to take and the time that you got to put into it and the type of equipment you got to buy to be able to take those pictures. Yeah. Yep. You think because you bought yourself a $6,000 camera that's it, you're good. Nah, bro. You got a guy over here next to me and Mike Green that knows how to take pictures. You got me over here that knows how to take pictures. Now you got to compete. Yeah. And if you don't know what the hell you're doing, we're going to chew you up and spit you out. That's the bottom line. No breeder out here is willing to come out here and call it like it is, but that's the reason that you're getting it handed to you. Right? You didn't prepare for any type of health issues. You did not prepare for, not only that, how many times do you not have a breeder, right? Sell it to the wife. You know what I'm saying? Because usually the way it works, I'm telling you, man, I can hit up all the time. Hey, Raul, can you talk to my wife? Really, what they're trying to tell me is, can you convince her? Bro, I ain't trying to convince nobody. But usually the way the conversation goes is, hey, I'm about to get that tax money and I'm going to get this pup for 4,000. No, you ain't. Oh, but listen,
Yeah.
we get this pup, right? By the time she's a year and a half, right? She's gonna have a litter of 10 pups. And that same dude I bought a pup for 4,000. If she pops out 8 pups, we keep one. 7 times 8 times 4 is $28,000.
Yeah.
Now you selling your wife a pipe dream, bro, because
Right.
first of all, you haven't dropped the litter, bro. You don't even know how to save a pup's life.
Right.
So you already up shit creek without a paddle. Then in addition to that, you all up with the hype. You're making impulse decisions. You know, you don't put time into it. I get messages all day long. If you're watching me, you're not giving me a like and you're not giving me a share. And yet you're going to go on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you're going to write to me, hey, man, I watch you all the time. I have a quick question for you. Well, guess what, bro? I ain't got a quick answer for you. I don't. You know, I'm out here either setting up a video, either stacking my dogs, moving dogs, doing whatever. I don't have time to fix your problem that you bought from a breeder someplace else, bro. You didn't buy QBN. I ain't got time for you. You're not a member of this channel. I ain't got time for you, bro. I just don't have the time, right? That's why I make the time to come here on Monday nights. I got Mike Green. I got Donald Gaines. Trust me, bro. If between us three we can't answer it, then you got yourself one hell of a question. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people come into this and like, hey, I want to know, like, what do I feed my pup? Bro, you've been watching me for years? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Best thing you do is go there and watch my videos. Check it out. Your answers are in there. Oh, but I wanted you to point me to the video. Bro, listen, bro. Listen, I'm going to let you guys know right now. I'm 50 years old. I ain't afraid to say it. I just turned 50. I'm old school. Old school, bro. If you need me to put a pink dress on you and steer you in the right direction, I ain't that guy, bro. You better come in here with a pen and pencil and be ready to do your homework. Otherwise, get ready to get it handed to you. Right? That's what it is. Because I can tell you right now, Donald Gaines and Mike Green. Check this out. I'm gonna ask them a question, and then I'm gonna ask myself the question. Donald and Mike, how much time in a week between stacking your dogs, taking pictures, going to shows, and doing all that? How many hours are you putting in to your program in a week between both of you?
Shit. Hey, it's a lifestyle, man. I mean, it's a lifestyle, man. We at home, and fortunately, all my kids are gone and married and all of that. So it's me and the dogs, man. And then we come over and do the practice session with Donald, and it's constantly we're traveling, doing pictures for other camps. Like we just shot 15 dogs this weekend, and then drove to Albuquerque, the opposite direction, to pick up a puppy that come out of California. You know what I mean? And there we took pictures of the puppies that was there. But it's a lifestyle, man. It's just what we enjoy. We enjoy the whole thing about it.
It's hard to say how many hours you put in when it never really starts and it never really ends. It's just what it is. I would say at least just to maintain everything from going to shit, you know, just maintaining the kennels, getting the dogs out, take care, probably like a good 3 hours a day to do it quality. And you know, I kind of, Mike and I blessed kind of in the same thing with we've got some time to do this. Mike's still working a full-time job, man. I gave that up, but man, I can't imagine coming close to doing what I'm doing if I was still working.
Exactly. I could tell you this, guys. Last week we didn't have a live, as you well know, and that was because we got hit with a hurricane, right? So we have generators. We're prepped. Unfortunately, I have gasoline generators, guys. We're trying to transition to solar. But here's the deal, right? The amount of work I had to now do duplicated. I'm going to tell you why. There was no gasoline within 2-hour radius of my home. I had to drive now 2.5 hours north to Lufkin, get gas, and then bring it back down. So that was 5 hours a day just in driving there and coming back, aside from my usual routine, cleaning routine, feeding routine. Now I'm trying to incorporate stacking. By the way, I got 2 stack boxes that arrived today. So we're starting to stack the dogs. Also, we got new puppies. I'm starting to get them into routine to go into the pool so they can swim, get all that exercise, all that stuff in. So guys, easily, man, I'm hitting about 70, 80 hours a week.
Right.
I mean, it's just me.
Right.
I mean, I got my wife definitely and my daughter, but I'm talking about just me between making videos, taking pictures, and the dogs, 70, 80 hours a week. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. And, and then you want to ask yourself why it is you can't sell pups? Because you can't match us, bro. You can't match these guys over here. You can't match me in the amount of time that we're investing in this on a week. Oh, it looks easy to you. Oh, I see. Okay, well,
right.
You put that hook in your own mouth. Nobody put it there for you. Caleb, what's going on, man? We got Caleb Weddle in the house. Preacher Mike, what's up, fellas? You got it, bro. Love, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Caleb, by the way, is going to be coming down fishing with us, man. Last minute, Trayvon had to pull out, and he made a switch. And Caleb said I think it's got to do with a bald thing. Because we got Mike Higginson, we got and Caleb, and then we got Mike Green. So hey, I might have to shave my head, bro, just to be part of the club, man. Let's see. Shay saying some folks are watching on a big screen in their bedrooms and they don't know how to hit the like button on the remote. Listen, don't hit it. Keep watching us on the big screen. Grab your phone, go in through your phone. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a share. Do you think co-own options are better if you're financially struggling? Here's the thing, Sid 1026, and I recently just moved one of my dogs, actually 2 of my dogs, in a co-own. If you know me, I don't like co-owns. I don't. It's usually the beginning of a problem. And let me explain to you why. Typically, when you're going to co-own with a breeder, say an established breeder like Gaines Bullies, for example, they have all the leverage in the world over you, right? Now, I know Mike and I know Donald personally, and they're fair people. I consider myself to be a fair person. But you're usually going to have a breeder out here that's going to, if they could unhinge the screws of your door and take it with them, that's exactly what they're going to do. And that's what sets up the co-own for an eventual problem, because the person that signs on at impulse at that moment, a year down the line, realizes, they pretty much took my socks, shoes, everything, right? And they feel that they deserve more. So, yeah, I definitely make the terms when I have to co-own as fair as possible, because first and foremost, I don't want the dogs to be mistreated, because unfortunately in this community, people come in because of money. Yeah, right? Oh my God, I'm so surprised. People actually do this for money. They don't do it for the love of the dogs, right? And what ends up happening is they'll take on a dog from a big name kennel. They get their pants taken off, and then the dog is the one that's going to suffer. Oh, I'm only getting second pick out of this deal. Oh no, man, you're gonna be eating the cheapest kibble I could get my hands on, because that's just the way it's gonna roll. You see what I'm saying? And so everything, I want to say, every decision you make as a program affects everything. What do I mean? If I'm out here taking advantage of people on the terms of the contract, then that dog they have in their hands may end up being Easty Westy, because they're not buying Nuvet. They're not feeding raw. They ain't taking care of the dog, man. They're not even happy to have the dog with them after a while. And so I will say I did find 2 good people to do co-owns with on favorable terms. But I feel personally, if you're struggling, and guys, don't take this the wrong way what I'm about to say, but I'm only going to speak the truth to you, right? If you're struggling, I will not put a pup of mine in your hands to co-own. Why? If it's a male, all it takes is dude down the street to tell you, bro, you got XYZ male. Why don't we collect them? And we start selling sperm without Raul even realizing we're doing this. Forget about the paperwork, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
And that's only going to come. That's only going to happen from somebody that is struggling. And don't get me wrong, guys. Back in the days when we first got to this country, my family struggled, bro. And we were poor and all this and that. We had to establish ourselves, right? Nobody was giving us anything. And what I started learning throughout time, especially when I got here into breeding, when I first started breeding, I would have people give me a sob story as to how they had a dog for 11 years and it died. And, don't get me wrong, man. It sucks. I get it. But you don't need a first pick designer dog from my yard to help you out emotionally. You can mosey on down to the shelter and get yourself a dog to fill that void. You see what I'm saying? Let's get our priorities straight, bro. This is a business. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I think the co-owns for us work. It's just a way for us to to mentor, like say a young somebody that's young and we're free and space up in the yard. You know what I mean? And financially, just say if you are. It is a good option if you can go with a family member or somebody you can trust, man. And
those are the best.
Somebody you have a relationship with. Now they go sour. We have co-owns that went sour with dogs that passed away and disagree on breeding. Because it's our option. We're building. We continue to build off of what we started. Me and Donald started. So when it comes down to breeding, they didn't let other kennels get in their head. Breed that dog to my stud. I got this top stud and I could do this and that, and then all of a sudden it started to put that divide, and then but then like you say, Raul, you just got to show us one bad sign, man, and we out of there, man.
One hiccup.
So you had a dog. You don't have the paperwork, so you know what I mean. It's just an ugly situation.
Yeah, we've had some really good ones that surprised how good it is, and they were exactly the right people. And, they don't want to keep co-owning dogs with you forever. They want to establish themselves, move on to something. But it's a constant reminder, and then you need to check in with them every few days, because if you let a little time lapse and you don't know what things going on in their life or how things change. But, we've co-owned with people that we don't even have co-owns with them now. We're still talking to them twice a week,
right?
And you need to really get to know that person before you share that. It's like sharing a child.
Yeah, and like you said, some of the disappointment that come with some of the co-owns, man, they don't take care of them like you do. These dogs is like a Bad Betty grandkid or a Bad Betty child. It's like my grandkid or my child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a connection.
And then like you saying, you go and see a dog that had they took proper care of them, they could have did some things, avoid east-westy or you know what I mean. Some of the problems that that shouldn't have been there, they just didn't know what they were doing.
They started inventing. Yeah. They start sticking they feel they stuck their hand in your cookie jar. Now I got an asset. I got something in my hands I can make shit up with. And then it doesn't work out quickly. And then they want to know why it is later on down, why it didn't work out for me. No, bro, nothing would have ever worked out for you because first of all, you don't follow instruction. Number two, you're impulsive. Number three, you thought this was going to be a cakewalk, man. Your expectations were up here. Real quick, Georgetown Bullies makes a comment, and Georgetown, please don't take this as something negative. I'm gonna teach you something. He says, I'm damn near 16K and only been in the game for 7 months. For me, the word game already tells me you're in the wrong place. Tells me you're in the wrong place. Now I know it's a form of expression, and man, I'm just trying to teach you something. So hopefully you take it in a positive manner. But this is not a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a game. I know a lot of people refer to it, especially the younger cats, they refer to it as a game, but this is not a game. And, you know, for you to be 16K in, that tells me, bro, that you're coming in to compete, and I'm glad for you.
Mm-hmm.
But don't ever refer to this as a game. With time, you're going to see that this isn't a game, and you owe respect to it. Not saying you're disrespecting it. I'm just trying to make a point. You got to respect this. This is a process, along with the fact that you're making dogs and that some dogs may not come out how you want. You have added pressures of the economy. You have added pressures of competition. You have added pressures of things that you're not expecting. Like, for example, look at me. Recently, I just bought 7 pups, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to make that move. Why did I have to make that move? For the last year, I've had a female, my girl Mocha. She decided to go into, first, she decided to consume her pups last summer. This is her right here. And most recent heat, she decided to go into a false pregnancy.
Yes.
That set me back 12 months, which is a whole year in my breeding program. I cannot afford, all right? I cannot afford to sit here and let something happen in her next heat and pretty much be idle for a year and a half, right? A lot of people have asked me in the past, like, what do you consider to be the weaknesses of your kennel? What are the things that you're trying to improve? And I've sat here and told you from the get, trying to get rid of the gay tails. I'm trying to shorten the muzzle, and I'm trying to bring in girth, right? Added breed type. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys a couple of the pups that we brought on board. And mind you, I'm still working on the names. So, don't shoot me, because I just don't. I have an idea for the names. I'm 95% sure, but I'm not 100%. First and foremost, I definitely want to show this guy right here. And this guy, this is none other than my boy Tatanka. Now, this pup right here was created by the 2 gentlemen you're seeing here next to me. I'm sorry?
No, you're good. I was trying to send somebody the live.
Okay. So yeah, these 2 gentlemen, they made this boy right here, this boy Tatanka. Can you talk to me about the breeding that brought this boy about, guys?
That was easy. That was Bad Betty. She was running around the yard. She had won ABKC Nationals as grand champion female. We had created Tug through Charlotte. Tug was running around, just a baby, but damn near 100 pounds, 18 inches. He had everything we liked on it, the bone, the chest width. They complement each other. I told Donald that we had a chance to do a collab with a big breeder. Well off breeder. And but we wanted to do our own in-house breeding, and Tugboat was the perfect specimen for that.
Yep.
I definitely
made him in the garage right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely have a thing for Tugboat, man. When I did the video, when I went over to see you guys, that dude is just as thick can be. Next up, we got this girl as well. This is Oreo. This is Gaines Bullies Oreos of QBN. This is Tatanka's sister. This guy's sister right here. We went ahead and got her as well. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, man, are you getting into pockets now? The fact is, I'm not. I've just decided that I've been dealing with breeders, and recently either the dog wasn't ready to be collected, which I don't comprehend. For example, we stud our dogs. We collect them purposefully at least once a week just to keep the sperm going, man. Because if you let the dog sit for a month and a half, 2 months, what ends up happening is, and you collect and you send, what ends up happening is that old sperm, right? It's going to wiggle. It's going to have motility for about a good half hour, and then it's dead. And or not dead, but no motility. Motility, when the sperm doesn't wiggle its tail, it's as good as dead, guys. It can't inseminate. And so I've been having a lot of situations where I'm calling up, hey man, I'm ready, bro. Send it over. Oh, the dog ain't ready. What? Okay, I mean, I know it happens, but you know, if you're out here studying a dog, go ahead and collect once a week. Especially for you new guys. So I decided, you know what? Let's get back to the drawing board. If the thing is that I want more breed type, more mass, shorter muzzle, what I got to do is I got to create my own standard. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to bring in standards, classics, and in some cases we even have a pocket in Daisy Duke, right? So this pup right here, and this boy and this girl, which one was? I'm sorry. This is the girl. My apologies. And this is the boy. Which of the two was the biggest in the litter?
Shoot,
that girl.
Yeah, I think the girl was the biggest.
Okay.
Then it was a tie between him and the farm boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So for all intents and purposes, these two gentlemen, they've been breeding pockets. If you don't know, you better find out, man, because they bring the competition to the table. And you know, I sat down and spoke to them, and if these two dogs turn out to be pockets, that's fine too. I know how to make standards out of pockets, but we think there's a real good chance that they could turn into standards, right? And you know, we're looking to mix those standards with our current XLs. We don't want too much of a size discrepancy. Next up, and I wanna say the name correctly. I want to shout out James Dupelchan from Louisiana. His kennels, 5D Kennels. He actually owns a female grand champion, Nala. She's actually a Nipsey Hussle daughter, and
Grand champion Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, grand champion Nipsey Hussle. My bad. It turns out, man, talk with Gaines, both Mike and Donald, and I said, man, I need more of a square body to bring to our correct fronts. You know, we're going back and forth. And one of the dogs that actually came up in a conversation, I was actually visiting Gaines because there's a third puppy I got from them that I haven't shown, and I don't have a picture for her just yet, but we'll show it in due time. And when I got there, you guys were doing a live, right?
That's
you
right.
Were happened to be doing a live, and not just were you doing a live. After the live, you showed me this amazing cinematic work you did along with Donald. You know, where you were promoting a particular breeder, and you want to say who it is? I'll say who it is, but I want to give you the opportunity since you did that work.
You go ahead.
The man, Stephen Maxwell, PBK Kennels, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Top tier. Top tier
stuff. We went out there. He has 4 working studs and incredible studs.
Yes.
And you know, we like putting our hands on dogs, man, looking for the next thing for us to fit our program. And he had the dogs, man. So it was great visiting him and spending time with his family, man. And then we wanted to create that video. You know, I've sent the video for you to review it because you're a creator too, man. And when you said, hey man, I watched it all the way through and I want to watch it again, wanting more, I knew it was it, man. So appreciate it.
Yeah, no, man. You know, I call things for what they are, Mike, and I think that's why, you know, we have gotten along so well, both you and Donald and myself, is because if it's a high rear, it's a high rear. Ain't no sugarcoating. It's a high rear. You know what I'm saying? And when it's east-west, it's east-west, it's east-west. We don't sugarcoat nothing. And nonetheless, I saw the stud. I saw, in the cinematic that you did, and I was thoroughly impressed. In particular, with a stud by the name of Thor that he has. He's got others, but Thor is the one that kind of caught my eye because phenotypically, right on the outside, I kind of had a vision immediately when I seen that. I said, "Bro, I could actually fit this in with what I got going on, but I got to have it more as a standard." Is what I had in my mind, and so I drove back from all the way from Amarillo. What is it? It's a 6-7 hour drive, some crazy drive, and I was doing something I shouldn't be doing. I was flipping while I was driving. And I came across 5D Kennels. James Duplechain, by the way, he has another grand champion. I forgot the name of his boy. If you guys get a chance, go to his page. Check him out on Facebook. Super cool guy, super great family. Excellent business I did with him. And let me just show you some of the productions that he got from Thor from PBK, along with his girl Nala off of Grand Champion Nala off of Grand Champion Nipsey Hussle. And we got this girl right here. This little girl right here, when I seen her, she pretty much caught my eye. She definitely has a short muzzle, excellent bone, very symmetrical, short back. I mean, if you were gonna ask about the total package, I could tell you, man, I was thoroughly impressed. Now, mind you, I had done some research on Bullypedia, Bullypedex, and whatnot on Thor, seen some of his productions, and I was like, this cat, I'm not cat, he's a dog, but he's putting it work and he's doing it right, man. So shout out to Stephen Maxwell, PBK, man. You got something excellent going on with your boy Thor, man. I'm the first person to tip my hat. And now I got some of your blood here. And definitely we're going to be mixing it in with what I got here at QBN. But I didn't stop there. If you notice, there's the trend, right? I like to set up my breeding program maybe a little bit different now that I'm eight going on to 9 years in. We already got something established with our girl Aruba. She's the one that runs our blood here, along with her brother. Her brother, the Free Stack Freak. QBNK's Fireball over here. So long story short, I went ahead and also saw her brother. And I was again thoroughly impressed. I definitely seen the top line, seen the bone, seen just about everything on this boy. And I said, let's think about this for a minute. I'm not out here tooting my own horn, but I got some pretty bad bitches, pretty bad bitches that are clean and correct. I go ahead and I bring that into my program, and next thing you know, we're gonna double up on exactly what I'm looking for. And so it was immediately for me, it was a no-brainer. I definitely went ahead and jumped on this boy as well. Why is that? Why did I set it up that way? Well, think about it, guys. A lot of the dogs that you have in front of you, literally what you're really seeing is their 5th and 4th generation in front of you. That's where it's at. That's what you're looking at. And so if I'm trying to bring bone, if I'm trying to bring a shorter muzzle, if I'm trying to bring more girth, right? For me personally, going into the XL gene pool where you have so much more mastiff influence is not where I'm gonna pivot with my program. Where I'm gonna pivot, and I told you guys all along for the last 8 years, I'm working on structure. What do I mean by structure? I'm talking about, no east-west or as minimal east-west as possible. I'm talking about a functional dog that you're seeing right here in 305. I'm talking about a dog that, doesn't have any type of soft palate issues. It's not going to pass out because don't get me wrong. You run them in 100-degree weather, you're going to kill them either way. But,
Right.
He can withstand it for a longer period of time. Even my boy Congo, who is not my cleanest male, is one of the cleaner males that you're going to see out there, in my opinion. So bringing that girth in and bringing those attributes, to me, makes a lot of sense. I mean, just look at the short back on Oreo, right? I mean, this boy right here, I can't get a good picture on him because he don't stay still. But all I'm going to say is these two dogs, right? They're off of Waffle House. If you don't know who Waffle House is, go ahead and check him out. He's one of the greatest producers. He's an icon in the American Bully community.
Cool thing too, he dropped XL. He dropped a few XLs too. He'll throw you some XLs.
Yeah, correct. I'm seeing enough girth on these standards that if I take him to an XL, they're gonna girth them up, and that's why I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Now on the names, right? I know I haven't revealed them yet. I revealed it here. This is Oreo. This is Tatanka. Excuse me. So this girl, I am pretty much 99% certain her name is going to be Sunshine. That's going to be her name. That's what we're going to go with. We also, in addition to that, and I don't know why I missed it. Here she is. I have a sister. In addition, I got a sister from these two. Let me upload it here real quick, guys. My apologies. I got a sister from these two lilac tries as well. From 5D, from the very same breeding. And the reason is we're going to set it up where, Mike, your girl Oreo over here, right, is probably going to get crisscrossed at some point with option A, possibly option B, for example, or possibly option C, over here once he grows up, right? So now we're going to start interlacing, and you're going to see how quickly we're going to be able to bring in these attributes once these males come in line. I know the females take 2 years, but these males in less than a year, right? They're 3 months old, so 9 months. I'm not going to breed them at 9 months, but a little further than that. They'll be ready to go, and we have the adult females for them to be able to go into. Let me see. Okay, Caleb's saying, Caleb going crazy over here. I know we got a little bit off topic, man, but I had a lot of people writing to me saying, hey, bro, what's going on, man? I'm seeing puppies in your camp. Are you dropping pups and not telling us and this and that? I'm like, no. I just fell behind on my schedule. On my breeding schedule, because my females just kind of went off of their regular schedule or whatnot, and I was forced to pull the trigger. I was trying to get the picture here of the other female. Let me see what else we got over here. We got Shaychi saying, I bought a pup 3 years ago, and because of my ignorance, I got lied to. She paid $2,000 and had to spay her. It was heartbreaking for me. Lesson learned, very expensive. Yes, absolutely, Shade Tree.
Gonna take her out.
Yeah, she learned her lesson well. Okay, yeah, absolutely. We got Sabueso. A lot of breeders are going for the exotics as well, not realizing the amount of money that goes into those dogs, vet-wise. Not to mention, many buyers don't want those dogs. I hate to say it, but the best lesson learned is the one like Shade Tree learned, where you spend the money and you smack into a wall, and then I learned my lesson. That won't happen again. And it's unfortunate. You know, we sit here, we do these lives, we talk until we're blue in the face. Y'all don't care. I'm gonna go get me an exotic. I'm gonna get me a dog with 5 legs. Check this out. This is a new style now. And that's what you roll with. And then when it doesn't fly, it doesn't fly. And then you have an issue. Let me tell you guys what does fly. And Mike and Donald, I want you to tell me if you agree with this or not.
Mhm.
Structure, clean structure, breed type. These are 2 things that will always fly.
Yep.
So if you have a dog that has a head that's 8 times bigger than its body, be very careful. Be very careful. Unless you're established like Mike, right? Or maybe like us, you know, that we can maybe burn the money because we're trying to do an exotic look. And I'm not saying either one of us want to do that. I'm just throwing an example out there.
Right.
If you're brand spanking new, what are you going to do with a dog whose head is 3 times bigger than his body?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. You don't have a proven line. It hasn't been bred. And you're out here just trying to create a splash, and you think it's a splash. It was a splash in your brain. That's what happened. And you know, now here you are 2 or 3 years later. You had told your wife that the $4,000 you were using for the tax refund was for this 3-headed monster, triple-headed monster, and now the triple-headed monster ain't producing. What do you think wifey's going to tell you by the time year 2 rolls around, bro?
Yeah.
It's going to bring a lot of issues from now on. Yeah, and then you got the good old economy, whether it's inflation or the price of gas or whatever comes into the mix. Now you got yourself a problem.
Just little stuff. You schedule a C-section and it's $1,200, but then it end up being an emergency, and then now you're paying $4,500.
That's
out
it.
of nowhere.
That's
nowhere.
it.
You're
That's
like,
it.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It's kind of like those gambling, you know, they always have that little asterisk at the bottom, you know, but it's you can't bet more than you can afford to lose. And it's like the restaurant business, you know, you can't franchise things out before you know if people like your food, you know.
Right.
It's just
Well,
little baby steps.
I love the fact you brought that up. It's almost like they want a franchise and all that, but they've never been in the food business. They don't know where they're getting their supplies. Bro, if you don't know nothing about the food business, you better make sure you're on that cash register and your brother's cooking. Otherwise, they'll steal you blind. That's what's about to happen. And you're not even going to know what hit you. Let's see here, man. Queen's New Blood says never would co-own a female, maybe a male with strict rules, both sides. All right.
I wouldn't co-own a male. We wouldn't co-own no male out.
Bro, the thing about the males, guys, and I've heard that mentality. Oh, co-own the males because you got more. You don't have control. They could be collecting sperm on your male, freezing it or whatever, and you don't know what's going on, man.
It's even in Europe, man. You don't even know where it's at.
Yeah. Unfortunately, by the way, now that you mentioned Europe, man, Ireland just banned the American Bully. But wait a minute. I was just talking to my guy over there, Mark Davis. Not only did they ban the American Bully, they banned it right before they went into recess all the way to September. So you can't even do nothing because Congress has they gone home for vacation or whatever.
Yeah, they left. Yeah,
they overnighted them, and so which to me it's kind of sad because I always thought Ireland would be the one to stick it to the UK, and instead of sticking it, they just pretty much went along with the whole thing. But what Mark was telling me is a lot of the dogs from Scotland, Wales, and England, and even Northern Ireland, because of the ban, were actually overpopulating Ireland now because it was the only more legal place at that point within those islands. But now they're going to force people, I guess, to spay their dogs and pretty much kill the breed over there, man. Really sad to see what's happening.
We go show you the pickup we got from Ohm's Law, man. Ohm's Law out of California.
Oh, show me, man. We were talking yesterday about it, man.
Yeah.
Show me.
the pads on this dog, man, is crazy. Donald embarking her, and we're gonna hit you up, man, and go through that embark, man. But man, yeah,
I'm
nice little
excited.
puppy.
I'm excited, man. Talking about embark, I got the embark on all the pups as well, man. It's just truly exciting to see the combinations, bro. Let me see here real quick, man. While you're doing that, let me shout out Mark Whitehead, man. Just became a new member. There you go. Right. We got Billy Watan from Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
Hey, man, number love. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. Know that no matter what question you ask, we're going to be able to answer for you before this live is done. Also, just so you guys know, if you're a member of the channel, you get a discount if you do a consult with me. If you are a mentorship level, then automatically you're going to get a free consult every month, a one-on-one 30-minute on FaceTime. Adam Fields says, get to know anyone you're going to place a pup in a home. Absolutely.
Yep.
What you got? What you got?
No, I'm looking at a stack area, man. I'm trying to see if it fit in the camera right.
Okay. Y'all been doing this for years. I respect your feedback. Georgetown, absolutely, man. And I'm glad you're taking it. I'm glad you're taking it positive, man. When I wag my finger, bro, I keep this in mind. Aside from me being a breeder and me having a yard and QBN and whatnot, I want to see this breed succeed, man. I really do. This whole thing where they're banning the breed over here in Europe and in the UK and all that, you know, that's just one of the things I don't want to see. So if I can steer you even a little bit in the right direction, man, I'm always going to try and do that, man. Adam Fields, of course, he says, pues claro que sí, Bully Watan, nothing but love, man. Let's see here. Okay, so they getting the pup ready. Let me go through some comments here while they do that, man. Shout out to Gaines. Rodney Lucky Jr. says, I got a female off Steven's boy, Hellboy. That boy is bad as well. Hold on, I got Hollywood. What you got, Hollywood?
Hey, I just want to say I think Billy's upgraded his to mentorship membership is why you're seeing that, just so you know.
Okay, no worries, man. Hey, Billy, you already know, man, once a month, 30 minutes, FaceTime. We could do it as early as tomorrow if you want to. Who do we got here, man? Look at her.
She don't have no name yet.
No name yet.
Oh, okay. That's one of the hardest parts.
Bully something.
Yeah.
So talk to me about her ped, man.
Go ahead, you run through the ped.
Man, it just makes you cry whenever you read the ped because all the dogs carry the look. You know, it's not just a ped without the look.
Every dog in the ped carry the look. So it's actually they brought Ohm's Law brought that chomper back up front. So this is a licking daughter and a chomper granddaughter, but then it's been line bred for. I mean, you got to think of Reliance Dre for maybe 8 generations, man.
Yeah, he nearly invented the breed. You know, this type of dog.
This type of dog.
The total dog, total bully. You know, it goes back to Rowdy Town.
Situation.
The situation.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just spread out just right. Yeah.
Top and bottom.
Yeah, just maintaining health and man, we're just going to get her cleared before we run with it because so much has been put into this line of dogs. And you know, you're talking about co-owned. It wasn't necessarily a co-own or anything, but it's new relationships forming just out of nowhere. You know, we met Age with Ohm's Law, and man, it just has turned into something really good. And you'll find that the most important thing is just finding new branches that you go out on that keeps your excitement, you know, at a high level because, you know, we love dogs, but man, we love the challenge and the competition. And you know,
when you can start collaborating like
absolutely.
With yourself, with other camps, big camps, you know what I mean? And you know, everybody on a goal to make, I mean, you have your vision, but like when the visions are similar, the personality types match, man, it's just more fun for all. Just doing the whole thing, enjoying the whole thing.
Absolutely. I couldn't, you know, just because you're doing well doesn't mean a breeder some other place ain't doing well. And I don't care who you are in this, you must outcross. In my case, I brought some puppies in, but think about this. When you are outcrossing to a male, it's almost the equivalent of bringing in pups from the outside.
Right.
Also depending on what generation you're dealing with within your own yard. So no, most definitely. This community is a small community. I've always said two things fly in this community. And that is, if you do good business, it's going to fly. The whole world is going to know really quick. If you do bad business, it's going to fly. The whole world is going to know real quick. So absolutely, man. I want to congratulate you on your addition as well, and on making new headway within the community, bro, because that's what this whole thing is about, bro.
Oh yeah, it is. But man, we just can't quit looking at this girl. She just, I mean, when you look at her pet, and then we were coming home and we're just seeing her in the back seat, and then she was sitting on my lap, and you're just thinking, man, just how many years have gone into making this dog right here? It's just kind of like a antique that's 8 weeks old. You know what I mean? Just
I don't have enough room right here. She's looking like a little mouse. I can't get her right in the camera, but it's her.
Well,
right
listen, I just think it's awesome that people see your reaction, as well as my reaction to the new additions, because look, like I told my guy James Duplichan, and like I'm telling you, Gaines, I'm gonna give y'all credit on your production. Now, 3 years from now, I ain't gonna be repeating Oreo from Gaines Bullies.
hell no.
fair enough.
I'm giving it to you, man. I'm giving your flowers. And if anybody oversteps that boundary and says, hey, man, like today, hey, bro, that's an amazing production, I didn't produce it. I'll be the first person to tell you, bro, because that's how you got to roll, right? So we definitely,
we got the same deal. We use the stud, and we help promote the stud by providing them with good pictures and good videos of the dogs. But once the dog grand champ, man, we don't mention the stud no more, man.
Yeah, they made their own
way. The
way.
dogs made their own way, man, their own name.
Exactly. And that's something that's really important to talk about within this community, because you got a lot of people that are having issues selling dogs. And part of their issue, in my opinion, is their marketing. You've been lazy. You haven't done your homework. You haven't put your time in, or you just didn't have the resources. Any one of those things are gonna kick you in the butt, man. Straight up. I'm just being serious. You got Mike over here. He got $6,000, $8,000 cameras, bro. You come out here with a little rinky-dink phone, and again, guys, I'm not trying to downplay it, but you come out here and you take a quick picture with low resolution and you throw it out there, you're not going to compete. They're going to eat your lunch, man. You can't be a goldfish around sharks. I'm just keeping it real with you.
Hey, the camera's so expensive, Donald had to pitch in too, man. It's a split. It was good for having a partner.
Yeah. And then what you end up having a lot of times is people feel in their brain, oh, I'm gonna buy this puppy from Gaines for $6,000.
Right.
But in their mind, $6,000 is so much money. And don't get me wrong, it is.
It is, yeah.
But here's the situation. Gaines may have a litter of, say, 6 pups. Let's say they're keeping 1, and they're selling 5 puppies. But they have 30 people with $6,000 in their hands ready to buy.
Yeah.
They still have the leverage, guys.
Yeah.
$6,000 is great, but you're not about to enforce your terms on them, because they'll just push you to the side and go to the next person. They got 5 people, 6 people deep on each particular pup. Come on, man. Just keeping it real with you guys. And
that's Billy's lesson. Is that you have that waiting list, and you're able to pick the homes that the dogs go in, man.
Yeah. And then also, not just that, how many times have you had somebody buy a pup from you and want to steal your marketing with it? Let me give you an example. I've had this in the past. I've had this happen in the past. I want you guys to keep something in mind. QBN Kennel. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. After you finish, if somebody made a comment down there about a camera off me, I want to see who that was.
Oh, okay. That's Adam Fields. My bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, like, yeah, he having a ball. If you were to buy, say, a pup from QBN, is almost like, just an example, like buying a Coca-Cola, right, from a Coke machine. You bought that Coke. You have rights to that can and the contents within it. You can use it to bathe yourself, drink it, do whatever the hell you want, except hurt it, of course. But pretty much you can do whatever you want with it. But just because you bought that can does not make you the owner of that Coke can machine or of the Coca-Cola company.
Right.
Yep.
I used to have people going, this is Power's best daughter. Bro, I'm producing off of Power. Let me be the one that says whose Power's best daughter. If you bought her thinking that you were going to get away with that, you got another thing coming. And that's why I tell you guys, don't buy pups off of a big breeder thinking that the big breeder is going to help you sell. Because, bro, either the dog is going to stand on its four legs and sell for you, or you're going to market that dog. But don't think that you're going to be able to coat ride XYZ kennel. Nobody likes to be coat ridden, man. You know why? Because I'm putting in 70, 80 hours a week, taking pictures, making videos, doing all these things. While you think you're going to jump into this with $6,000 and you're going to sit from your house with a little remote watching TV, and then you're just going to post once a week. Oh, this QBNK's best daughter. Yeah, bro, that ain't going to fly. I'm just keeping it real with you, man. Breeders ain't going to tell you that because breeders want you to buy, and they're going to give you the impression that that's what they're going to do until you buy. And then once you buy, you're getting the finger. I mean, it's just that simple, guys. Let me see here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go grab Oreo's sister.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, man. Yeah. You're talking about a Try Girl, a Fawn Girl?
Fawn Girl, yeah.
She got a name, Gaines Bully Peekaboo.
She finally got a name.
Peekaboo. I love the name, man. Let's see. Ziggy Alcevez got my first registered pup. Had to start him right. Watching some QBNK and order him some Nuvet and New Joint Plus. There you go. Guys, real quick, let me explain something to you, man, about Nuvet and New Joint Plus. Guys, real quick, let me talk to you about Nuvet and New Joint Plus. This is a multivitamin. This is joint support. Many people out here have done before and after pictures showing you the improvement that this alone brings to the table. If you're feeding kibble, if you're feeding raw, there could be some insufficiencies that are actually causing structural issues to your dog. Wouldn't you want to correct that? This is just it. The multivitamin that'll do it for you is Nuvet and also joint support with New Joint Plus. I recommend both bottles. We're going to go ahead and leave a link in the descriptions below. Now let's get back to it. Hey guys, check out this pup right here, man. Yeah.
She's like 5 weeks older than that other pup we're showing. But man, if you don't get to working with them while they're little like the other pup, pretty soon they're not as manageable.
That's right. By the way, I got a message from Dean Duarte. Dean, none beloved, man. Appreciate you, man. He said he liked the show, and he also liked to see the additions we had on the show today, man. So, none beloved, man. Appreciate you. Look at this girl.
I'm trying to keep her in the screen, but she keep it's getting hard to do that. Let's see.
Now, real quick, man, because we hit on several topics whenever we go live. Now, her sister is this girl. Her brother is this guy right here. How is it that she's fawn? Can somebody tell me that? And we'll answer it here. Can somebody tell me that? Can somebody tell me why it is that female, even though, tell you what, what combination is their mom and their dad on the K allele, on this allele right here, All right. In order for her to be fawn, I'm going to tell you guys real quick, both mom both mom and dad have to be KBKY. KBKY. KB because you got dominant black, right, on her sister, right? She's and her brother. So full well they got black noses. Don't take her away just yet. Don't take her away. I want him to see her nose color, right?
Okay.
But go ahead and bring her to the camera. Let's see her nose color. There you go. Look at that nose color, right? So just looking at her nose color, it's not completely pink. So it's not KYKY. It's got a little blue in there. So just looking at her, I would already guess it would be KBKY. In order for that A allele to express, you need KYKY. But long story short, guys, the reason that this little girl right here is the color she is because the parents are KBKY, right? Which equals black plus A access carrier, right? And that's why she came out fawn while the other, how many fawn pups did you have out of that litter?
Like three. Yeah, 3 out of 7.
It was a total of 7 pups?
Yes.
And she was the only one with that nose color. I think she's KYKY.
She's KYKY. Wow. Then if she's KYKY, man, she really threw me off with that nose, man. Because typically KYKY has got a nice little pink nose or cleaner, nose.
Yeah.
There's something going on with her. I would wonder if she's either Coco or
that's right. She's Coco.
Oh, she's carrying Coco. Okay, so then there's your answer. There's your answer why her nose is that color. All right, good deal. Let's see what else we got here, man. We got Billy. Billy, I'm gonna call you Wu-Tang Clan. Billy, he says he's putting in his Nuvet order in the morning, man. Coach Karen saying she's gorgeous. Good stuff, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, we have Coach, and everybody else up in the house. Let's see here, man. Coach is saying like buying a racehorse is nothing by name until it's proven on the track, and that's a very good analogy, Coach. Guys,
Ohms Law came in. Shout out Ohms Law, man. He ain't on the live.
Who? What's the name again?
It's Ohms Law Bullies, man.
Ohms Law Bullies.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Law Bullies.
Well, listen, man. I'm gonna bring the wheel tonight. We had and I'm bringing in the wheel from a particular person, and that's Drippy Smooth. He said, "Raul, man, why you ain't doing the wheel no more, bro? Like that's the only reason I watch you is because I want to win something on the wheel because I'm a degenerate gambler." And so I was like, "Hey, man, it's all good." So listen, we've had some really good comments tonight, man, and definitely I'm gonna go ahead and spin on Billy Watton. Billy, and I'm gonna nickname you Wu-Tang Clan. I'm gonna give you a free spin tonight, bro. Only because I love your participation. And hey, you became a member, and I feel like it. So here we go, man. Here you go, Billy. And we're including stud credits up in there. Oh, man. All right, Billy. That was close, man. That was close, Billy. Let's see who else we got out here that is a member and that was commenting, and we definitely want to give some love to. Let's see. We got so many of them, man. We got Miss Shaytree. She's always up in here. She's always saying something, man. She's always giving up love and support. So Miss Shaytree, here goes your spin. Here you go. Come on, Miss Shaytree. Let's do it. Get something. Man. Man, that wheel could be rough sometimes.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Georgetown Bullies. Tell you what, even though you're a non-member, you've been such a good participant today. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a free spin. Here you go. Free spin. Georgetown Bullies. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, man, that was close. That was close, man. That was close. All right, guys. That's going to be it for the wheel for the night. We'll bring it back if you guys definitely want us to next week. Hey, any last words, guys? Anything you want to throw out there?
Oh man, I was just gonna say life is good, man. We look so forward to going to meet up with all the fellas and lady at the fishing trip. Man, we've been stoked about that for a month.
All right. Well, listen. There you go, Kyle. There you go. No, I'm bringing you, Kyle. Kyle, any last words on tonight's show, man?
No, not really, man. I'm just doing my thing back here, listening to everybody. I think y'all had some really good points, and I think people just need to realize that this isn't something to take lightly if you're trying to get into this community and this breeding. It's just there's a lot more involved than people see, and I know y'all don't try to, but y'all make it look easy. But there's a lot more that goes into it, and you just got to have the time, the resources, and everything you get. Like you said earlier, they see you making a 30,000 on this one breeding, right? But really and truthfully, it's probably only 5. You know,
well, I want to go that far, Kyle.
Well,
but
back into the program, but you got to realize all that money you spent on them dogs for 2 years too, and everything else you've had to do in vet bill, whatever else. I mean, you don't take into consideration those first 2 years. Those first 2 years, you're not getting nothing. You're not going to get anything. So
yeah, you better love those dogs if all you get out of them is cleaning their shit up every day. And that's the way we are. Right. We if we didn't do this anymore, Mike and I would still have 10 dogs and just meet up and do the same thing.
Yeah. That's it. You definitely got to love it. We got Mambo Jenkins. He's challenging. He says, hey, I watch y'all weekly, stumbled up on the live one day, been hooked. Quick thing about no coat riding. How do you feel that it's wrong for the buyer to self-promote their own pup, mentioning the parent? Listen, I think you're misreading what I'm saying. Say you bought a pup from me and XYZ, right? And you go out there and you say QBNK's XYZ. It's a fact that no one can deny. When it becomes coattail riding is now you're saying XYZ is QBNK's best dog off of XYZ, you know, off of Power or off of 305 or off of Fireball. That's when it starts becoming a little bit more of tailcoat riding, guys.
But there is a big difference in showing respect for that kennel and dropping the name every time you do anything, showing every time. You know, you can tell when it's like purposely done to get hype and when it's just being out of respect.
Exactly. Like I just said it tonight. I said, hey, Gaines, look, Oreo, this is Gaines Bully's Oreo. Check it out, guys. Check out what I'm talking about. This is Gaines Bully's Oreo. Tomorrow morning, I ain't going to be sitting there. It's Gaines Bully's Oreo over and over again. It's going to be Oreo. Right. And she's going to have a QBNK logo. If anybody steps out of line and says, hey, bro, that's an excellent production, it's not stepping out of line. I'm just going to correct you. Listen, I didn't produce that dog. Right. But I'm not going to sit there now for the next 3 years every time I refer to that dog and say Gaines Bullies. It's come on. It doesn't work that way. However, Gaines sells a dog to Billy Joe down the street who's lazy and wants to coattail ride. He's going to say Gaines Bullies now 10 years from now. You see what I'm saying? QBN doesn't have to. We stand on our own marketing. Gaines stands on their own marketing. You see what I'm saying? And that, all we're saying is you got to stand on your own marketing, guys. You can't just sit there and coattail ride because, I paid $6,000, so that gives me the right to the Coca-Cola factory. No, bro, it just gives you the right to that Coke can. What you do with it is up to you. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, man. Somebody made reference to the blue female we got, and I apologize. I did not load up a picture of her. I will have it ready next week. She is a Brim daughter. For those of you that love following pets and whatnot, she's a Brim daughter with Grand Champion Nala, and she's an amazing dog. She's already 15 months old. You're going to be seeing videos of her. Her name is Blue Girl. That's her name, Blue Girl. And we're definitely lining up breedings with her. Tonight, we don't have an outro as far as videos concerned, but we definitely have an outro with each one of us. So Hollywood, kick it off.
It's your boy Hollywood Holland, your boy in the back at the queue, and we're catching you on the next one.
Gaines, Bullies.
Go ahead.
Gaines Bullies, Mike Green, Donald Gaines. We'll see y'all fishing.
Guys, you already know. It's been Raul from the queue catching you on the